Well, in London, Scotland Yard says it will be keeping policing at the same level as last night, while the Home Secretary ordered force chiefs to cancel all police leave. So many people have been arrested that one court in North London sat right through the night, as will Westminster Magistrates tonight. Our Home Affairs correspondent Simon Israel has been keeping an eye on what's been going on in the courts.
Well, dozens and dozens of defendants have been processed through the courts today. There's been utter confusion in some. They can barely keep up. As you said, at least one court in London is having to sit through the night just to keep up. Very few have pleaded guilty, but among them was an 18-year-old who was arrested during Monday night's riots in Hackney. He was arrested by police and caught with 2 stolen Burberry shirts in his sports bag. And today he pleaded guilty in court to handling stolen goods. Well, I met him after his court appearance. I kept him anonymous in order to protect the lives of his family on an estate and also actually to protect his future career. He explained to me what exactly happened in court to him today.
I had to pay a £100 fine because I was in detention for over 21 hours. They said forget the fine and let me go.
Is this the first time you've ever been in trouble with the police?
Yeah.
So you look back on this and what do you think about the whole thing?
Everything. I regret it. I regret going out, picking up the clothes from the floor. I regret all of it.
Do you have a view about why this has all happened?
I think people are angry at the police.
For what?
I don't know. I think it has to do with the police disrespecting people on the roads. I've been stopped and searched by police and they've lack respect. They've restrained me even though I've been calm and corporate. It's been bad.
How many times have you been stopped and searched?
Quite a lot. This area is numerous. 4 stops and searches.
What, half a dozen times, a dozen times, 20 times?
More than 20 times.
Well, the latest numbers for the arrests and charges, which is increasingly escalating, is as follows. Police have made over 1,000 arrests across the UK since Saturday, and 251 people have so far been charged in London alone. The City of Westminster Magistrates Court is sitting right through the night to keep up, and the majority of charges relate to the looting and not to the rioting. And among those who've appeared before magistrates today, they include a primary school teacher, a lifeguard, and a man who works for a homeless charity, and also an 11-year-old boy from Romford in Essex became the youngest person to appear in court today, and he pleaded guilty to burglary.
Well, what are the police planning for tonight?
As the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police have said today, it's a very similar situation as last night. That means around 16,000 officers to be deployed tonight. It does raise the big issue, as the Home Secretary has said there won't be leave. Number one, when all this leave is likely to take place. And number two, how do they then start reducing the number of officers if the violence and the riots all this starts to work? Because once they start telling us how many of the numbers are being reduced by, that may be, again, an invitation for all the stuff to come back.
Simon Israel.